Today on X-Play.
This looks like some serious
Drifting, fighting, and filtration. Plan for alien invasion.
We must find and we must destroy the Kha'ak wherever they may be found.
It's game time. Surprisingly agile, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome to X-Play, a highly revamped remake of hit BBC comedy Red Dwarf.
I was originally a sexy robot.
But thanks to deeply flawed market research, we're now a video game review show.
Today we review several games with X in the title, like X3 Reunion, a PC strategy game about alien invasion.
Which should not be confused with the film X-Men 3, wherein Brett Ratner will poop all over the memory of Bryan Singer's beautifully crafted films.
And we've got Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift, a game about drift racing, the future of motorsports.
Blah, blah, blah. Watch Formula D.
And later in the show, we've got a review of Final Fight Streetwise.
But first up, as children, we all dreamed of growing up to be interstellar smugglers and/or ice pirates.
But reality has given you a career in retail sales or data entry. The possibility of ruling a galactic commercial empire is an impossibility.
Unless your last name is Walton. Or you decide to purchase X3 Reunion for the PC. Here's our review.
Surrender.
It's bent.
X3 Reunion picks up pretty close to where X2 left off. Humanity has taken to the stars, but the galaxy is threatened by a sinister and mysterious alien race known as the Kha'ak.
In this program, we look at the Kha'ak War and ask the question, why?
Nobody knows why. Thus far, no one has managed to communicate with the Kha'ak.
The only person to have a close encounter with the Kha'ak is Kyle Brennan.
The only thing humanity can be sure of, we haven't seen the last of the Kha'ak.
Will we be ready to defend ourselves? What do the Kha'ak want?
In the meantime, it's time to start my career as a star pilot. X3 is a pretty freeform game. In fact, X3's only serious flaw is that it's a little too freeform early on. Maybe this is just me, but I don't appreciate being booted out into the great black open with a skimpy tutorial and menus buried in more menus. I think the people who made X3 were really into Matryoshka dolls.
You are welcome!
There's a lot to do in the game, from making cargo runs between systems, to guarding other people's cargo ships from pirates, to figuring out the best place to sell your cargo. Okay, there's a lot of trading going on.
Since when have you been a cargo jockey?
Since the Kha'ak started blowing our fleets to bits.
But I really want to kick some alien warship ass. What's a girl gotta do to see some Kha'ak around here?
It can only be a matter of time before the Kha'ak return.
Finally, the advanced guard of the Kha'ak rears its head. This is a scout Kha'ak. Kind of small, and too bad there's only one, but you have to start somewhere.
Thank you for your help with this invader.
Soon enough, convoy escort pays off. My reward? Swarms of Kha'ak, ready to engage.
Kha'ak to starboard. Transporting.
Unfortunately, the Kha'ak lack staying power at this point. Look how fast they explode.
no aim.
I'm surrounded by blown Kha'ak, but strangely unsatisfied.
Kha'ak approaching to port.
The combat isn't nearly as complex or challenging as learning the interface. It provides a nice wing commander flashback, and the frequent skirmishes with pirates and outlaws are quite good. But how can the Kha'ak be a menace when I'm left wishing they'd shoot more often? At least my search for hard Kha'ak will take me through a beautifully designed universe that feels very alive.
No aim.
Combat doesn't even have to be a focus, really. It's possible to make an excellent living through trading, building up to a vast interstellar mercantile empire. It could be argued that the only way to have a rewarding experience in X3 is to ignore the Kha'ak entirely and concentrate on self-fulfillment.
They don't talk, they don't listen. They aren't interested in dialogue.
If you can hack your way through the tutorial-free interface, there's a huge sandbox to play in as you conquer a living, breathing galaxy and set your own spacefaring goals. A 4 out of 5, despite the slightly obnoxious beginning and underwhelming Kha'ak.
We must find and we must destroy the Kha'ak wherever they may be found.
On a more serious note, X-Play has received word that an alien invasion is in progress in San Francisco.
X-Play correspondent Sledge Ryder is on the scene via cell phone. Now, Sledge, can you hear us?
Yes, Adam, I can hear you. I'm standing near a port of San Francisco where the first thrust of the Kha'ak invasion of Earth is being felt, full force. Just now, a merchant ship took a savage assault from a raging Kha'ak, penetrating the vessel and sending seamen flying everywhere. The loss of life, devastating, and very, very messy.
Now, do the authorities have a plan for counterattack?
The local authorities are quite organized. As you can tell, this isn't the first time San Francisco has seen Kha'ak action, but we're being told we need to move on now. The area has been compromised. I'll have to check in with you later when we put some distance between us and the Kha'ak.
Chilling words from a brave, brave journalist. And we'll keep you updated on the fate of those currently being violated by the Kha'ak.
But until then, more video games. Here's a review of Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift.
No, you're not looking at an outtake from the whip set. This is Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift for the PS2. The game's laughable story mode is set in the year 20XX AD. According to the dull text scroll that kicks off the threadbare plot, the use of mountain roads in various areas has declined due to newly constructed bypasses. They were closed for a long time and thereby lost their purpose. That's an exciting way to kick off your game. It's about as thrilling as the introduction to the first Mario Brothers game, where we learned that the brothers were put out of business due to Public Municipality Ordinance number 72406. Fortunately, the automobile selection is great. Thanks to the licensed cars, you can choose to tear up the streets with tons of sweet rides, like the Audi TT Coupe Quattros, new Beetles, and yes, even the Mini Cooper. Once you have your wheels, you can run practice races during the day that let you earn money for ride pimping. But why did the makers of Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift stop at rims and halogen headlights? At the very least, they could have thrown in some fuzzy dice, or maybe a vanity license plate. At night, you challenge rivals to fast and furious downhill races, where you're judged on your drifting skills as well as your speed. However, you never get to actually see any of your rivals. In fact, you won't get to see anybody since your interactions take place via text messages that appear on screen. But the fun doesn't stop there. You can also log onto the in-game message board and check out interesting topics like this posting from your friend Nobu Wakamatsu.
Want to discuss environmental protection through ecological racing with me?
It's almost as fascinating as our message boards.
Why do they make Adam act like a retard? I mean, the stuff he does is not funny. I watch it and I want to hit him.
Wow, that guy's mean. Or how about this pearl of wisdom?
You just got pwned, topic person.
Our biggest complaint with Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift is the far from intuitive control. No matter how expensive they are, all of your rides control like shopping carts with two bad wheels. What makes the game even less impressive is that you can only race against one other car at a time. The game is pretty, but with only a handful of courses to choose from, you'll be begging for fresh scenery faster than you can say Formula D. Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift gets a 2 out of 5.
You know what? STFU, noob.
LOL.
ROTFL.
You just got pwned, topic person.
You really need to let go of all this aggression you have for the forums. Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side.
Cool.
It sounds all cool now, but next thing you know, you're killing children and having your arms burned off by lava.
Cool.
After the break. A handheld public health emergency.
Damn it, where are these guys coming from?
Kingdom Hearts 2. Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Star Trek 2.0, where you're in command with a star fleet of interactive Trek features. Star Trek 2.0, tonight at 11, only on G4.
They missed 21 games due to toe surgery. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
These days, the popular culture will lead you to believe that there's nothing cooler than being a ninja.
But I interned one summer in college as a ninja, and I can tell you, it's mostly just katana sharpening and paperwork.
So, if you want the thrill of stealth combat with all the boredom and office politics of ninjutsu, consider the handheld pleasures of Syphon Filter Dark Mirror.
Syphon Filter probably isn't the first game that comes to mind when you think of third-person shooters.
Teresa, I'm in.
But just as an action stealth title should, Syphon Filter Dark Mirror is quietly strangling the competition. Now available for the PSP, Dark Mirror takes all the fun of biological warfare and shrinks it to fit the small screen. Just as in the original PlayStation title, this game provides a healthy mix of sneaking around, blowing stuff up, and telling other characters what to do.
Take cover. Stay with me. Open this door. Okay. Done.
Gamers get a chance to play both as Lian Xing,
Gabe, Red Section is officially without transport.
and as Super Spy Gabe Logan. Now, when Gabe isn't busy surprising the bad guys, he likes to spend his downtime surfing the World Wide Web for upskirts.
Damn it. The server's offline.
By the way, Gabe, Clint Eastwood called. He wants his voice back.
You bastard.
The one problem with this title is that it's harder than my nipples.
Damn it. Where are these guys coming from?
There are lots of different types of action possible, but they all have to be done without that second analog stick.
What the f?
Thus, the controls take a little getting used to. Let's try that again. Third time's the charm. But once gamers get the hang of things, gameplay is very solid. There are a wealth of ways to interact with the environment and even more gadgets to play with. The level design provides seamless opportunities to test out your toys. Here's Green Vision, here's Trippy Vision, and here's whatever the hell Edsu is supposed to be, EDSU. My guess is that Bob Dole probably had something to do with it. The PSP is a system that is desperately in need of quality games, and Dark Mirror delivers in spades. The solid level design and control mechanics allow gamers the choice of either focusing their energy on stealth or on run-and-gun tactics. Either way, this is precisely the type of game that makes you glad you bought a PSP.
Open this door. Okay.
In the end, we give Syphon Filter Dark Mirror a 4 out of 5.
Oh, no, that's not the one I'm working on. Try activating this one.
Apparently, correspondent Sledge Ryder has managed to secure a video feed in San Francisco, currently under siege by alien invaders known as the Kha'ak. Sledge?
Thank you, Adam and Morgan. As you can see, the city is at the mercy of the Kha'ak. Authorities do have a plan for beating off the Kha'ak, although details are not being made public at this time. It is definitely believed to be the biggest cock block of the war so far.
Really? So a weakness has been found in the Kha'ak?
That's correct. It's believed their heads and undersides are more sensitive, and this may be a key to bringing them down.
All right, let us know how it goes.
I will do.
That's a brave, brave man.
Up next.
This is just dreadful!
Exits.
Move it.
Okay, I got it.
I'm a hero. Hungry.
Welcome to Cheat, your daily dose of tips, tricks, and cheats. I'm your host, Kristen Holt, and right now, we'll show you how to dress your Onimusha Dawn of Dreams characters in costumes from Capcom's other big franchise, Street Fighter. To unlock these outfits, go to the menu screen, select Special, leave the cursor on the word Exit, and enter the following codes. If Jubei's short outfit isn't doing it for you, enter this code to dress her in Cammy's leotard and signature red beret.
Shooting star!
Who knew that fiery Spaniard Roberto could look so much like the feisty American Guile? Enter this code to compare them for yourself. For more codes and tricks, watch G4 and visit our website at g4tv.com/cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating.
If you will give us some time. G4 coming to you live from E3.
Believe it or not, I'm watching E3. I never thought I'd get in so easily. Watching G4 in my beat-up chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3.
Live coverage of E306, coming in May, only on G4.
It's those lovable Basque terrorists, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. It's now super absorbent.
As our planet faces imminent destruction from the alien forces above, we're reminded that life is an endless cycle of desire and disappointment.
There is no God. All of your suffering is in vain.
You can seek solace in the community of others, but all you will find is suffering and annoyance.
Hell is other people.
You don't have to tell me that.
I thought we were conveying a bleak existentialist message, not insulting each other.
I'm comfortable with doing both. From this cycle of longing and anguish, there is no exit.
Suicide isn't an option, because sure, you get to end the suffering that is life, but then everyone else will think you're some stupid whining on the inside goth.
The only real answer to the existentialist dilemma is time-wasting handheld gaming. And here's our review of Exit for the PSP.
When a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, you can cast your fears aside and know you will survive. That's what Exit is all about. A game that allows you to find the hero inside each and every one of you.
Let's go.
See, this main character, he's smooth. Like a Wild Bill Hickok smooth. And he stops at nothing. There's no danger too dangerous to save these poor, helpless, cranky,
This is just dreadful.
lazy,
You're joking, right?
and hardly innocent victims.
It's too cold.
The world hasn't heard whining like this since Courtney Cox's wedding night.
I just want to go home.
Okay. Sadly, our hero here lives in a world post 9/11 where fires just randomly appear. And earthquakes and avalanches happen with complete normalcy. It's all just another day in the life of our hero. He's unflappable, he's brave, he's the cock of the walk.
Move it.
Got it.
And it won't be easy to save these cockamamie victims, as these puzzles aren't easy, nor should they be.
I really need a shower.
It takes brain power, quick thinking, and the ability to ignore the needy victims.
I'm gonna freeze.
Over here.
Now you'd think these victims would be pretty helpless, and they usually are. But with a bit of prodding, you can get them to help you out.
Move it.
Okay.
Not much help, but just enough to get by. There seems to be a lack of urgency here, as everybody moves slower than Bangkok cockroaches. You'd think a time limit would hurry things up, but alas, it does not.
Stay here.
You may hurt your coccyx a few times trying to get your jump on, but a hero should never complain, even when he sees something shock it. Wow, he moves like that Joe Cocker guy. The only time this hero should complain is when he accidentally or intentionally lets a victim die.
I'm a hero.
There's nothing worse than a cocky superhero.
No hard feelings.
Man, that elevator cold-cocked that guy. Exit's got an interesting comic booky style to it. If you can look past the controls of the game, and if you can look past the constant annoying victims, you may find yourself a fun game. Maybe. We give Exit 3 broken ankles out of 5.
Mr. Escape, the protagonist of Exit, should be a role model to deadbeat dads everywhere.
Adam, I'm getting an update on the cock insurgents. Let's go to correspondent Sledge Ryder with an update on the alien invasion in progress in San Francisco. Sledge?
Thank you, Adam and Morgan. Several Kha'ak have fallen thanks to the heroic efforts of our military. They pushed back against the Kha'ak's initial thrust, forcing the Kha'ak to pull out and thrust no more. After the tide turned, the Kha'ak went into disarray, even attacking one another, in what can only be described as the biggest cockfight of all time.
So, the danger, it's over.
For now, yes. In the meantime, it seems the Kha'ak are primarily lean muscle tissue, meaning they provide valuable food source during these trying wartime years.
You're saying the cock is edible?
Have you tried it?
I have.
What's it taste like?
It tastes like it tastes like big, hard and I haven't had that since my college days.
Well, I guess humanity lives another day, although I'm left to question whether that's a good thing or not.
From San Francisco, Sledge Ryder, signing off.
An international tragedy averted. This is a proud moment for America.
Also slightly disgusting.
In a moment, get Streetwise.
Thought you said your brother could fight.
Here it is, the NBA Finals. With all them big-time ballers up here, while the rest of us, we out here trying to make our names go nationwide. It's gonna be tight to check out the streets of LA, enter the top tournaments in one-on-one or two-on-two action, and get myself noticed by the right people. Once they see my skills, I'm gonna be the #1 draft pick of the NBA. NBA ball. Phenom. Rated E for everyone.
On the next attack of the show, the new Mission Impossible DVD gets reviewed. Plus, you vote on the hottest girls of MySpace, and Office Space star Stephen Root will be here. It's Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7.
Who wants to mash?
Introducing G4's Video Game Mashup, television's only daily blog dedicated to all things video game. Every day, it's 3 hours of the best cheats, tips, and brutally honest reviews. The Video Game Mashup, tomorrow at 4 p.m., only on G4.
They like to play with clay. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
For those of you just joining the show, you should know that we earlier faced a planetary alien attack and were victorious.
We also said the word cock a lot.
Yes. But since we beat the cock into impotence, there's nothing really left to do.
Except indulge in insatiable American bloodlust with our review of Final Fight, Streetwise.
And that bloody-looking guy in the corner, that's me.
Okay, when a game references Guy Ritchie, who only references other directors who themselves built their careers on references, you realize you've got a game that's as creatively manhandled as Martha Ray, denture wearer. But no, someone thought there weren't enough games where you beat people up, so we have Final Fight Streetwise, which resurrects the classic series only to zombify it in your memory. How do you create a narrative thread to explain a world where everyone is ripe for the pounding? Sibling endangerment.
Where's Cody?
They took him.
Damn.
You play Kyle.
Who needs a perfect face?
Who needs a lozenge?
Not again.
This is his brother.
All my life, I've been a fighter. Don't you see? Without it, I'm nothing.
Anyway, they ruffled the rectum of this guy.
Who the hell is this?
And now the brother has to save him by beating everyone up. And by making some of the most mentally challenged observations of the obvious this side of Darren Kagan.
Money, cash. Don't mind if I do. Money. I'll take that.
Hey, you know, that beating part isn't too bad. It's brain dead, but it's kind of fun to see the cause and effect of hitting a button to correspond with eviscerating someone who I assume is a derelict deserving of death, according to his apparel and posture. Not that you can truly appreciate this Bernard Getz pipe dream. The camera seems to be equally ashamed of this game, because it's not letting you take a good look at it. Although, when you do get a clear gander of this trip through redundancy past, it's not pleasing to the peepers. Wow, this is one ugly game. He's ugly, she's ugly.
This looks like some serious
That building's ugly. I don't care for this trash can. And this...
Up for poke.
This makes my pancreas shrivel. The game tries to change things up with one-on-one fights, but trust me, the fighting's not complex enough to justify the effort. Although the biggest offender to the memory of this franchise is the mini-games that... Look, you have to kick roaches in a diner. Just pretend they're better game ideas not getting greenlit. The game does include the original Final Fight, but at a price tag of $40, you feel it's just thumbing its nose at you about your purchase.
Money.
If you want your hands to stay busy to keep you from killing again, or you just want to feel good about yourself, play Final Fight Streetwise. 2 out of 5.
Damn.
When you see a game that mindlessly violent, you wonder what would have happened if we lost our battle against the aliens, if we had been pounded by the cock.
You know, at this point, I might just be happy if I never see another cock again.
I was worried they might encircle the planet.
You mean in a cock ring? Maybe this was just a light initial attack. You know, a cock tease, if you will.
It never stops being funny, does it?
I feel like if we tried harder, we could have had it made a Uranus joke.
Well, there's always X4. Maybe it'll be aliens based on lady parts in that one. I don't know that.
Yes, we're 12 years old, but
like
we're
the
proud of
temptation
that.
to say something is rather grand. But yeah, we have a couple seconds left. Let's see if it comes out. And we're clear.